in every country a stable diet. That food that everybody eat, the poor person eat. It's your job to make sure that food is kept to a moderate level. We're not saying we don't produce rice, but we're saying, one, we must get bullish or strong in our own agriculture. I know we got a lot of rainfall here. We got irrigation. One of the main things to crop production, rice production, is water. 6 to 7 months out of the year, we got rain. All we have to do is put our hand on the backbone of our farmers, so we can create what we have, ACTP, NCTP, all the agricultural things to support the outreach of the farmers. We need to start subsidizing our farmers. To bring down the cost of living, we need to produce a cheaper cost. Like rice, the importation now. If you check the rice, you got government got $1 there, the other person got another $1, the other thing another $1. You'll find that $5 to $6, $7 is added on for nothing added on. So we will look into those areas on what it costs rice at the port.
You talk about production.
Yeah.
What can you do in the area of production that will improve the value of the Liberian dollar?
We want to lead this country and govern this country. What I'm saying that the next president of this country must be a working president. Cannot go sit down and make big behind a desk. You got to go out, live in Lofa for 1 month. And when you're living in Lofa for 1 month, you're making sure the farmers got all what is needed. When you go there with equipment. And look, you can't tell people to grow rice, grow cassava, and they're using colors 2017, Anna. No, we got to come with mechanized farming. We got to clear the farm for the farmers. So as a president, as a leader, we are going to go in, live 1 month in each county for 3 years running. We'll move from county to county, encouraging, giving the implements, giving the equipment to clear the farmland, helping the farmers, giving the farmer half a bag of rice, giving him $50 until he can grow that farm, and then, leaving him alone. So we must not just talk about it, but we must work it, implement it, and to do it, that leader must be there on the ground, from village to village, farm to farm, road to road, school to school, clinic to clinic. You want to get it done, and you got to work with the people. You got to live with them and work with them in their various counties and make it happen. Because you must know our people coming from war, they've lost everything. And they need that support of their leaders. So we have to come with a new thinking and not just be a bureaucrat or a technocrat sitting down in government office and the rest of the country is vulnerable, or sitting down in Monrovia. So we are saying, take Liberia out of Monrovia. How are we going to do it? That president must live 1 month in each county and must go there to see whether those deliverables are reaching his people. This country is a poor country. We know our people don't have jobs. Our women are taking on how they will feed their children in the morning, how they will send their children to school, and we are making $12,000 a month in benefits and salary. That is wrong. We need to change that, and we're going to change that. There's no reason no minister, senator, representative, head of a government agency should make $10,000. We shouldn't even make close to $5,000. Those things need to change. That is the disparity that we need to change in this country.
Thank you. Health is a paramount thing. There's infant mortality, communicable diseases. Liberia is very low ranking in the health care system. What would you do to transform our health care delivery system? excluding the NGOs, what would you do?
Look, what we would do is this vocational training thing I told you about. The community health workers, the government got it going, but it's not going as good as it should. We need to improve it, work upon it, that all the villages, the live towns, the midwives, we can really get them trained. We can get hygiene workers, healthcare workers, young people graduating from high school. We can train them to go to these villages, live with these villages, and teach the people. You got to be hands-on, and we're talking about Peace Corps coming here. We got plenty of Liberians who can do just as well. To be able to send them to these villages and places where it's very difficult for the families to get to hospital, or even know they got to go to clinic for the 9 months they are pregnant. So we need to outreach to get to our people, to show them, to train them, to educate them, to help them. But we're not doing it. We're talking here and we're just driving on the mean Kota road and keeping to the main road and keeping to the big city and forgetting these villages all in the corner. So we need to get serious about it. We got a lot of young people, girls, guys, getting out of school with nothing to do. We need to retrain them and send them to these villages for hygiene, health, educating the people in the villages and getting them to where they need to get proper help, proper vaccine, polio, and all this. We need a working country and
But many of the concessions, agreements signed,
that's
all have stalled, including ArcelorMittal, Golden, Beryllium, China Union. As a result, Liberians are out of job. People are disappointed in communities. So
because you are taking your country and
to repair it. Can you help?
You are taking your country and giving it to foreigners again. That concession thing, that third month time, that only that thing. That concession thing, that only that thing, other thing. We need to come with something new.
So what is it new that
New
you like?
is take control of your country. Put your Liberians, let them do the plant the palm. Let Liberians plant the rubber. Let Liberians have these farms. Even if they're smallholder Liberians, don't overlook them. Let them have a little 25-acre piece of the pie. Let these small people you see all on these villages in the mud. Look, most of the land here, you know why you see the mud houses here? Because the people don't own the land, so they won't invest in it. So we need a land redistribution. You got the land, you're not paying your taxes. You got the land, you put in nothing productive, rice, bitter ball, pepper, or cocoa, or oil palm. Government got to come and tell you, okay, sell the land. Then you take the land, don't give it to no big shop, give it to 25-acre person, poor person, and say, look, we'll show you how to plant cocoa here. After 6 years, you will start paying for this land. Be equitable to the people. You will see production. Now we got control of our own. We don't need GVL. We don't need Sand Derby. We don't need Firestone. Firestone BSN in 1926. You see one tire factory here. You see one slipper factory here. We need to get hard on these concession holders. I would have done it this way. If Golden Foreigner wanted all this land, number one, you can't just go and get land without consulting the villagers. You got to consult the people. And something must be there for them. Then you go get them 200,000-300,000 acres, but you don't tell them to plant rice. These are agriculture companies. Say, okay, if we're going to give you 100,000 acres, 25,000 can be in rice. The rest can be in palm. Now you're dealing with the food security. Same thing with Firestone. All that swamp Firestone got that Firestone. Put rice there. Every company, Sand Derby, put rice there. But we don't do it. We read our only time dogma agreement, giving everything to the foreigners. And then we keep going into this small wage employment. So we keep our people down by employing them in and paying them very little. We got to change that. The next leader of this country ain't got to be Oscar Kumba. But the next leader of this country has to be what? Firm. When you steal something, they like you. Now my wife, she steal, like her. My brother, like them. So you gotta be firm, you can't pick and choose the next leader. The next leader got to set example. When they say don't cross that road there, don't go cross it. You got to be firm, and then you got to be able to deliver to the people. You can't be firm on the people and you're not delivering anything. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to chakla and bring down the whole expensive salaries and benefits. We're going to bring it down. We're going to cut it by 50%. So if Senator Cooper is getting $12,000 US in benefit and salary, he will no longer get that. He will get $5,000 or $4,000. If you don't want it, and you go to government to serve, you don't go to government to make money. We got to change that mentality. That one thing we will do. So we'll lead by example. We'll lead by implementing, making sure PPCC, the autonomous, they do their job. If there's no contract in the appropriation of the budget, you cannot give that contract. And to give that contract, you must do it fairly, transparently with governance. PPC will be allowed to do their job with no intervention from the president. One. GSC will be allowed to do their job with autonomy, with no favor of who stole and who didn't steal, or who misappropriated or who did not misappropriate it. GSC will be able to implement the job to the letter. LACC will be able to do what they're supposed to do. If you let those three agencies work properly, they will cut down. It ain't got to be the president stamping corruption. Those three agencies, I will give the credit under President Salif. They established those agencies and this law. Give them the chance to do their job without interference from IL. And you will see those corruption will drop.
Thank you very much. This is TLC Africa Magazine, and we've been speaking with Honorable Oscar Cooper at his residence in Center Margibi County.
Thank you very much. It's good to be on TLC.
It is time for good leadership. It is time for leadership that cares about people. The Oscar Cooper experience of people is about that one word, C-A-R-E, care. C-A-R-E, care. Let Liberia people feel proud again. I, Oscar A. Cooper, Senator for Margibi County, do hereby accept the position to run for president of the Republic of Liberia.
If you would like to join the Oscar Cooper experience, please call our Lone Star or Cellcom numbers listed on the screen. If the line is busy, please send a text and we'll get right back to you. This message is from the Oscar Cooper experience. If you care for human being will care for you.